Greetings, everyone, and welcome. October the 4th, 2025. It was supposed to be a glorious, televised, live event to celebrate National Unity Day in Russia, which is a holiday. I'll explain it to you in just a moment. But the wheels came off of that operation when a little girl whose uncle is wounded in Ukraine stole the show and called Vladimir Putin out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And yes, this is a big story that needs to be told because it confirms what the rest of the world is saying. These were the principal characters today in this event. You see Dmitry Medvedev there on the left, Putin in the middle, Kirill on the right. You will see all of these characters in video in just a moment. But she called him out, and you will see the little girl. And I have it in English for you. Medvedev, I think it kind of went like this after the event. She smoked you, sir. It wasn't that bad, was it? And Kirill probably said, my opinion, it was worse, Vova. This is where we're at. So let's get to it. National Unity Day in Russia is a public holiday celebrated on November the 4th to commemorate the popular uprising that expelled the Polish and Lithuanian forces from Moscow in the year 1612. And the symbolism is it shows the unity of the people. Now, I have for you even Xi Jinping speaking about this event, but I want to move that to the end because I want to get to the little girl calling out Vladimir Putin. So let's start first in the middle here with Medvedev. This is about a 15-second clip where he is congratulating everybody. We are strong as a nation because the people of our vast country are all united. This is the foundation of our future victory. Happy National Unity Day. So what can we learn from that? I want you to see that is Dmitry Medvedev. He is inside the Kremlin there. He is one of the key spokespeople for the Vladimir Putin regime there in Moscow. So he's giving the congratulatory little statement there to all the people of Russia, keeping his face in front of the people as he represents, and he actually does the job of trolling other nations on social media. That's the Medvedev world, and it is important for Russia. So his face out there. Now we actually come to the outdoor event in Red Square where Vladimir Putin and Archbishop Kirill are laying flowers, and then you're going to see them call over religious leaders from different faiths and then some children. So this sets the stage for the showdown with the little girl. Here it is. This is Red Square, and you can see the flowers being laid there by Putin, Kirill. The band is playing, reporters are around. This is a show made for TV. Now, the religious leaders walk in. They're taking these pictures together, and you can see Buddhist monks, Jewish, Christian. Now we're going to call the children in, Putin waving them in. Let's take a little picture together. We're all together, guys. And there it is. You can see the walls of the Kremlin, laying the flowers. So this is the image of what we're seeing. But then the wheels fall off when Vladimir Putin decides to speak to the little girl. Thank you very much. What's your name? My name is Kira. What are you picking up here? Some toys and notebooks? And a thermos? Well, what would you like us to show the children? Well, my uncle is at the front now. He was wounded in the arm. He's in the hospital, but they're not treating him properly, and they still send him on missions. And I would like him to be transferred to a good hospital in Russia. Okay, we'll find him. His name is Anton Kasura. We'll definitely find him. Thank you for remembering him. It's a gift he was supposed to receive. Thank you. Definitely, I'll take care of it. That was unexpected. You can see Kirill over to the right of Putin. The other leaders gathering around. And of course, Vladimir Putin was not expecting that. So what can we learn from that exposed clip? A, you can put it in the bank that the little girl is telling the truth. B, It confirms that all the extra media reports that Russia sends wounded soldiers into the battle, does not take care of those that are wounded, uses them as expendable cannon fodder, is actually true. The little girl was testifying publicly that my uncle, who is wounded in the arm, in the hospital there, not getting good treatment, is still sent into the battle. Then finally, she says, I have a wish and a desire that he could be brought back to Russia and treated in a proper hospital. That was a truth bomb delivered on live TV. And now, through the power of translation and YouTube, you get to experience it and go inside of it as well. So you can understand even better now why this thumbnail is here. She smoked you, sir. It wasn't that bad, was it? No, it was worse. Now, this moves us to the last two things of this update, and that is Xi Jinping. We know that the relationship between the United States and China is in flux, and I personally do not feel that the United States had a good trip, Trump administration, to Asia, to Japan and South Korea, and the meetings with Xi. I personally feel they were basic failures. Oil was not spoke about. Ukraine was barely spoke about. Other major events such as Taiwan was not spoken about. But you can see during National Unity Day in the video I'm getting ready to show you that Xi and China are deeply bonded with Russia. Xi congratulating Russia on National Unity Day. Here it is. Dear Mr. Xi Jinping, I am truly glad about our meeting together today, and I sincerely thank you and all of our Chinese friends for the warm traditional reception of our entire Russian delegation here in Guangzhou and in Beijing. And Guangzhou is such a beautiful place. We are really excited to be here. Today is Russia's National Unity Day. First, I'd like to congratulate you and all members of the Russian delegation on this holiday. I welcome your return visit to China after almost 2 years. You are a good friend of the Chinese people and nation and have worked diligently to advance our multifaceted cooperation for years, and I appreciate your contribution. So there you have it. Xi on National Unity Day congratulating Russia. You may or may not know this, but this is a big day in Russia. And the laying of the flowers, and Putin and Kirill being together, and Medvedev and Xi congratulating, and Medvedev making the statement to the country, and then this little girl going boom. It's important for many reasons. And one of the most important is what we were just sharing. It confirms what Russia is doing in their war against Ukraine. So now what do we see? Later in the day, just a little while ago, Vladimir Putin made an edict. He signed the deal. What is that deal? Typically, Russia mobilizes in the spring and the autumn. Now that is changed, and Russia is mobilizing troops in all 4 seasons, or 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Is the war going to stop? No. Do we get more insight into what is happening on the backside there from this little girl? Yes. I was speaking just a few moments ago with a dear friend of mine, a Ukrainian soldier, and he says, Greg, not ending anytime soon. We've got a lot of work to do. So there you have it, guys. I will be coming back later. I am putting together a serious update on Pokrovsk. I've already got some Zelensky video in that I'm translating, other maps, some drone footage to look at. Be looking for that in a few hours. That is the intention. You guys have a great day, and we'll be back.